Hey, this is Karen with Life's Pilgrims, and today I'm going to talk to you about honey. So honey has been a great sweetener used all through the centuries. It's still used commonly today, but one of the problems with it is that when you need to use it, sometimes you pull it out and it is solid because it is crystallized. So a couple of things about honey first is that when it crystallizes, there's nothing wrong with it. As a matter of fact, in 2013, the Smithsonian Magazine published an article where they found honey, solidly crystallized honey in the tombs of the Egyptian pharaohs, and it was still good. So unless you do something to it from the outside, it never goes bad. Now, what causes it to crystallize are some different factors that come into play with that. The first one of those is the source of the honey. So where do the bees get the honey from? If they get it from like flowers and fruit trees, then it's going to be higher in one type of sugar than other types of flowers, and that source is one of the things that comes into play with that. The second thing with the honey, so is the honey filtered or unfiltered? So your unfiltered honey tends to have more of the pollen, pieces of the comb left in it, and that provides a structure that the crystallization can occur around. So that will cause it to crystallize a little bit faster. One of the biggest things is the temperature that the honey is stored in. So colder temperatures will cause it to crystallize faster. Warmer temperatures, of course, it'll crystallize slower. And then, of course, one of the last things is if you have it in a glass container or a plastic container. Glass will stay liquid for a lot longer as opposed to the plastic because of the air flowing in and out of it. But the crystallization of honey, the whole process is very similar to if you make rock candy, and that's essentially what has happened. So fixing the crystallization is actually pretty easy. All you have to do is heat it up a little bit to reliquefy everything out. So one of two processes. If it's in a glass container, that becomes very simple. You just take a pot of water, warm it up a little bit, then let your glass of honey into the warm water, and you basically let it sit and slowly heat up until the honey has reliquefied. If you have it in a plastic container, which is what I usually keep mine in, it's going to be a little more of a process. So first of all, you're going to need to pull the honey out of the container. So what you'll see from my container, I had to actually cut it in half and literally spoon the honey out into what I'm going to melt it in. Now, if it's in plastic, you don't want to put it into the water because of all the reports of the chemicals from the plastic leaching into the food when it gets heated up. So what I do is I put mine into a double boiler, set it over a hot water bath that way, and then slowly reheat it. So as you can see from the video, as the honey heats up, it slowly melts and reliquefies. And then from there, I've broken it down and poured it into 2 glass containers to keep it liquid for a little bit longer. Once you do this process, it can recrystallize, and it will sometimes do that more faster or more rapidly than original, but it can still work for a while. Or what you can do is just keep the honey in its crystallized state and just spoon it out as you need it into your tea or whatever hot beverage you are trying to enjoy. Thank you, and have a good day. Enjoy your honey. Hey, this is Karen with Life's Pilgrims. If you found this video useful, make sure you hit the like button. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get our most recent updates and videos. Thank you.